Hi, my name is Cathy Cooke, and I started the group Idahoans for Safe Technology in early 2019 to address the problems associated with the explosion of wireless technology throughout Idaho and worldwide. I'm a board-certified holistic nutritionist and an electromagnetic radiation specialist certified with the Building Biology Institute. As an electromagnetic radiation specialist, I help people reduce their exposure to electromagnetic fields, otherwise known as EMFs. I started this group to raise awareness about the increasing exposure of wireless communications and to mobilize people in the community to stand up for their rights and to take a stand against this technology being imposed on their homes without their consent. Currently, our main focus in Idaho is in Ada County in the city of Boise. The big issue we are currently facing is the rollout of 5G. Here in Idaho, specifically in Boise, hundreds of 5G microcells are being installed and operated. 350 applications have been submitted to the city of Boise. Most of them have already been approved. So what exactly is 5G and how is it different than previous generations? Well, currently, when you make a phone call with a cell phone, your phone is connecting to a 4G macro tower that's off in the distance. These large towers are usually spaced about a mile or two apart, and their radio waves can travel for miles. Pulsed modulated microwave radiation and the frequencies of around 600 megahertz to 2400 megahertz or so. The difference between 4G and 5G is that 5G will allow the wireless phone companies to use frequencies that are much higher on the EMF spectrum, anywhere from 24 gigahertz to 100 gigahertz. Frequencies in this range are called millimeter waves because they are so much smaller. Because they are so much smaller, they don't travel as far as the lower frequencies, and they don't pass through objects like walls and trees as easily. Because of this, the antennas must be very close to your device in order to work. So in order to have a dense network of cellular communications using 5G technology, the phone companies, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, will have to install thousands of new cell antennas throughout your city. In most places, this means a microcell every 200 to 500 feet. Invariably, there will be one on your street, potentially very close to your home where you sleep. In Boise, the city ordinance allows a microwave radiation antenna to be placed within 30 inches of your home. This would expose you and your family to extremely high levels of pulsed microwave radiation 24 hours a day. Boise entered into an agreement with Verizon Wireless to be a test city. We are one of the 3 test cities in the United States. If telecom companies get their way, we can expect several thousand 5G antennas throughout the city. Studies have shown that the closer your home is to a cell tower, the more your property values decline, in many cases by up to 25%. There are also aesthetic considerations. Do you and your neighbors want to be looking at a cell phone antenna every day right out your window? Safety considerations, as the industry is using large macro tower technology on these so-called small cells, which are not designed for such powerful equipment. This increases the chances of fires, electrical interference, falling hazards, and the nuisance of routine maintenance on your street. There are also security and privacy issues. It is well known that sending any kind of data through the air is very vulnerable to pirating. If you value you and your family's privacy and secure identity, then you should think twice about relying on wireless communication. We understand the need to stay connected in our modern world. The great news is that cable internet or fiber optics is considerably faster, more secure, and more reliable than any wireless technology that exists. As more people move towards working at home and being educated remotely, the best connectivity we can have is through fiber and cable. The streaming speed of cable and fiber optics that we already have is 10,000 microbits per second. The streaming speed of a small wireless telecommunication facility or a small 5G tower is 24 microbits per second. So we are asking the city of Boise, what are these towers really for? Our group has conducted numerous tests throughout the Treasure Valley. So far, we have been unable to identify any significant gap in coverage from any of the 3 cell phone companies. We have demonstrated that our city has adequate cell coverage without the need for thousands of new cell antennas. In short, 5G is simply not necessary. Our group has been reaching out to all of the cities in the Treasure Valley and hopes to work with them in creating smart, sustainable ordinances that will provide the phone coverage we need without the unnecessary and harmful construction of thousands of new microcells. Do you know what's happening in your city or what is proposed on your street? If you want to get involved, please join our efforts by signing up for our newsletter. This will ensure you get the latest information and calls to action so that you can stay up to date. Please also consider a donation to our cause, which helps with getting the word out and getting residents involved. Help us keep Idaho the amazing place that it is. Thanks.